Oh, will you? Okay, that's fine. Good morning, afternoon, however we may be, and welcome to the Bear Den. It's good to see you guys today. Okay, so we're not going to be on real long today. I have an appointment shortly on Zoom, so we're just going to chat for a little bit, and no one else is in here right now, so that's a little awkward. But I'm glad to have you all catching up on the rewatch, I hope. Anyways, so our question of the day for today is what technological advancement has helped you? And I'm asking this because today is World Technology Day and or National Technology Day, one of the special days at any rate. And I am just curious to see what people would say about what technological advancement has helped them the most. Um, for me, I would say any item that makes work easier. Technology is a huge part of my life nowadays. Well, even just as I said, I had a Zoom appointment in a little bit. You know, that's only come on within my lifetime that you could talk to somebody over video face to face. And so that's something that's certainly helped people out, being able to talk over Zoom and smartphones and all that. That and just the size of things has changed over my lifetime. Like when I was a kid, cell phones like the Zach Morris style were like yay big. And now you have all this stuff in your pocket, the equivalent of a video recorder, a camera, a calculator, a calendar, all this stuff right in the palm of our hands. It's really kind of neat. But probably my favorite way that technology has um, helped is in the arena of cooking. And with cooking being said today, there's a couple national days that it is today. One of them is National Bean Day. Um, I actually have, I don't really care for beans. I do like yellow beans and limas and green beans, but in terms of pintos or any other thing like that, I'm not a huge fan of like kidney beans or pinto beans. Hello, Zook. How are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's nice to meet you. But I have made a bean loaf from scratch, and I have my own recipe for that. If anybody's ever interested in it, give me a buzz. Um, and I comically wrote the recipe because it was definitely a labor of love when I did it because oh, those black beans, I did not let those cook down long enough and I struggled with that, but oh, well, you take care, Zook. Nice to meet you. So that is one recipe I have is bean loaf. I Did not think I was going to like it, but after I tried it, it wasn't so bad. Um, I did add some whole kernel corn to it, and I think if I had to make it again, I would leave that out because it kind of made the loaf holier than it needed to be. But that was one of the things I was proud of, that I actually got to taste somewhat good. And it was honestly a little of this, a little of that out of my parents' refrigerator. So, but technology helps with cooking as well, of course. You got your oven, your KitchenAid if you're fortunate, which I am not. That was one of the only items I put on my wedding registry was a KitchenAid mixer. And now I don't even cook enough to warrant one, but it would have been nice a few years ago. Of course, you can do the same with handheld mixers and a blender. It just takes longer. And the speed of which you can find recipes now, you can type in Google a couple ingredients and just come up with hundreds of thousands of recipes. And that's really neat. That's one of the things that my mom enjoys doing is finding recipes like on Facebook and so on, and making herself little folders and stuff. Of course, I still have hard copies of a lot of recipes. In fact, in the back of my cell phone, I carry a fudge recipe. I don't know why. It's in my great grandmother's handwriting, or great great grandmother's handwriting, so I think that's why I carry it. But so, and also in addition to it being Bean Day, today is National Shortbread Day. And shortbread apparently was attributed to Mary Queen of Scots, and it's a Scottish dish dessert, and it's very easy to make. It's just a proportion. You do 1 part butter to 1 part sugar and 1 part flour. Please, for the love of everything holy, use room temperature butter, because otherwise you will be trying to blend that together for the duration of your existence. Now, from what I read today, some people split the sugar portion and do part granulated sugar, part um powdered sugar, and then they add a little bit of salt to it, which I can see where that would be, not an overabundance of salt, but a little bit would probably help cut the flavor of it a little. The only time I have made shortbread is as the base of lemon bars, and it wasn't overly difficult, like, to get it assembled. It was just temperamental in the oven, but I didn't have the greatest of materials. This is why technology is also important, because if you have the right tech, it makes everything easier. So sometimes maybe it doesn't hurt to buy the extra tool or to get the little bit better utensil to make things easier. And usually with technology, the amount of money you put in, you you save a good chunk of it back. That can go either way though. Whether you say make the cost of it back in time or distance or travel or something like that. Like, I a lot of times technology does kind of have benefit, or have like cost fringe benefits to it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So that is, and if you want to celebrate Technology Day, there's a hashtag Technology Day going around on social media. This is only my only social media besides my personal Facebook, so I did not put that up today. but if you need me to repeat the shortbread recipe as well, just let me know. But yep, I'm kind of just hanging out here for now. Just killing time to my next Zoom appointment. So I talked about Technology Day, talked about Bean Day, talked about Shortbread Day. Oh, in addition, it is also National Cuddle Up Day. That'll be a nice excuse for some people to spend a little extra time snuggling today. Doesn't have to be with another person. To me, cuddling up just sometimes means just being in a chair and a blanket with a stuffed animal. Sometimes it can mean that, or it can just mean, hello, Jay. Welcome in. Nice to meet you. Oh, Jason, I'm sorry. I hope you're having a good day. But they say cuddling reduces oxytocin, which is a hormone that helps you feel more connected, and it's supposed to have relaxation qualities. So, just something to keep in mind today. Not sure which day I'll be celebrating. I guess Technology Day. But if you're looking for an excuse to snuggle up close to somebody, it's Cuddle Up Day. You never know. My goodness. I just cannot give it away on this internet today. I'm kidding. I don't mean it like that. I just mean it's kind of been hard to get viewers the last few days. To be fair, I really should be doing something more active on here, and I plan to. This is just a time and a season where I'm relying on my personality for content more than my creativity. So, but in the meanwhile, we'll just hang out here and wait for a sunny day. It's raining today. It's been snowing for the last little while here in Western New York, but today it is definitely raining. I don't mind rain all the time. It's just not my favorite to drive in. I can see where people would get tired of the rain after a while. I don't know if I could live in Washington. My buddy Carrie, who's a moderator on here, lives in Washington, and it seems like it rains an awful lot there. So I don't know if that would be ideal for me. Oh, in my travels, I have misplaced my pocketbook. Oh, there it is. I just carried my wallet in yesterday when I went to the doctor. And for those of you keeping up with the health saga, on the 8th, I get a neck injection And on the 9th, I finally get an MRI on my knee. Who's excited? Mary is, because hopefully we can fix Mary's knee and then Mary can walk. That's the plan. If we fix everything that's going on, we might be able to conduct ourselves like a normal human being again. Sort of. Let's not get carried away. It's not great still, but. So, I feel like I'm getting ready to go to the prom. I've been waiting. The frustrating thing is, like everything where I live in one of the worst, well, I'll say worst run. It's not a bad state. I love it here. This is home, but we could do better. And just a lot of not great doctors in my area. And you know, so I've ended up having to go. I live very close to the Pennsylvania border. So I've gone to Pennsylvania for a lot of my health care, and honestly, it's been a lot better. Like, the New York orthopedist I went to sent me to physical therapy and basically refused to do any more testing, even after my physical therapist messaged him and told him that I needed to, because it was not great. So I'm just relieved that even though it should have been fixed months ago, we're at least getting more testing now. So it doesn't make it right, though. But, at some point you get tired of being the sick person and then having to fight for yourself too. Like, just do your damn jobs. Bare minimum. What do you care what tests I get done? It doesn't affect your life in the slightest. Just approve the damn test and let people figure out what's going on. More healthy people mean you can go to the workforce. Just saying. It's so weird to me to not. It's just weird how life is right now. Not my plan, but. Oh, 12:27. But however it is, it's not bad. And I feel pretty optimistic, even though I've got to go to Erie 3 times over the next 2 weeks. Which isn't bad, I guess. It's just expensive. And I don't know. So, anyway, sorry I'm babbling on like a monkey in a tree today. I'm surprised I'm this sharp. I haven't had any caffeine yet, nor breakfast. I have, I have stuff I can make. I have a thing of trail mix in my snack jar. I don't really have any healthy snacks in my snack jar or my snack tote. I'm gonna have to fix that. I've just I've been very nostalgic for the YouTube of last year somewhat, because I don't know. A lot of people I watch don't even post anymore, or had a couple people die who I used to watch a lot that posted. And just while I am on my sojourn, it's nice to have something to take you out of your mind every now and again and distract you from the goings on. However, with good use of technology, there also comes overuse of technology, and certain things get lost. Like, for example, letter writing. Um, I always kept letters people would write me. Um, I have a box of handwritten letters somewhere, probably in my second box of important things. But those are some of my most cherished things, is having like people's hard copies of people's handwriting. Hello. Oh, we're doing real good so far. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy. Uh, I know, I know you keep up with my health issues, so we're getting injections in our neck on the 9th, and we're finally getting a knee MRI on Friday. Or, sorry, neck is 8, knee is Friday, is 9. So we're getting some stuff done. I just saw the new orthopedist for my second opinion yesterday, and he's already gotten ordered, authorized. Bam, bam, bam. We're going Friday for my MRI, which impressed the hell out of me, to be honest. I had just assumed it was going to be at least a few weeks, but I am worried about the neck injection, though. I have heard it hurts, and they give you a sedative and pain medicine for a day. But hello, Fabrici, how we doing? But I just don't know. So, but I've never had one done, so I'm gonna walk in with an open mind. And usually the injections, if they hurt, they only hurt for a minute or two, and usually it helps after. So I'm hoping that maybe we can do something with the knee. I don't know what. I am bone on bone on my right side, but it's my left side that hurts. Like, and I do have some. He said I did have severe arthritis right there, but I also have some behind my kneecap. So, but he also thinks I have a problem with one of my ligaments or tendons. So, and that's why I can't bear weight really. So if we can get that fixed, then Mary should be good as new. Oh my goodness. I did not know that. I hadn't heard. I'm so sorry. Oh goodness. That has got to be hard. I can't even imagine. I agree. I'm glad it's finally going somewhere. And so many people just struggle with the medical stuff in this country, either on the mental health aspect of things or the physical health. It's just, it's a lot. Well, I will be thinking of you and your family as I usually do, but I'll definitely say extra prayers for you during this time. Oh, goodness. I absolutely hate to hear that. That is tragic. But I definitely, I don't know how it works in every state. I know in mine, even if your relative didn't die on hospice, I know that they offer bereavement counseling for a year for anybody that's bereaved in my area. So if anybody needs to talk, and therapy isn't for everybody when it comes to loss, but if anybody needs to talk, at least in my area, the local hospice does bereavement counseling for for a few sessions free at least. I think you can go up to a year. I'm not positive, but yeah. Oh no. That's awful. I know it's not nearly the same as a child, but my very best friend in the world died when we were 30. And, well, I think I was 29, she was 30. But it just the injustice of it just seems so unfair. But I do know she was lucky to have people like you and your husband in her life. But when you go to Kentucky, you have a safe trip. And if you need anything while you're on this side of the country, let me know. I don't have much, but I might be able to do something. It is. I was, I had just looked up stuff. Oh, thank you. I had just looked up stuff about grief today because I don't even know why I did. I'm not a peer companion anymore, but I still try to keep up on resources sometimes and see what there is out there to help people. Of course, I need to do that for myself on some things, and I've been procrastinating. Yeah, it's just where I struggle asking for help. But Johnny, I don't know if I said hello to you or what I'm up to today, but I'm not doing too much right this minute, but I am waiting to get on a Zoom call, so I'm going to hang out until then. Oh, absolutely. Gardening is very helpful for a lot of people, and it's so nice. I I haven't done too much with it myself, but my great grandma used to have, she had about a quarter of an acre, and she had these beautiful flower gardens and this huge vegetable garden and this raspberry patch and just all that stuff. And she was so happy tending to her land as long as she could. It does, for sure. And sometimes I can ever. There was this one meme of Patrick Star from SpongeBob, and it shows him like doing all these calculations, and it says, me when I'm doing, or me when I'm helping someone else. And then the next picture, it has him like with a wood across, or just all these tools in a mishmash. And it says me when I'm trying to help myself. And I really relate to that at times because I'm really good at helping others, but I need that confront me when I don't ask for help sign, because if I were to talk to somebody in my current position, I would be like, you absolutely need every bit of help you can get. And then I don't extend myself that same grace. It's a character flaw. Oh, I I will absolutely say nothing to anyone. It's not anybody else's business. So I will certainly keep that to myself. And I actually don't know how to save live chat on live streams. So when this posts, they'll only be able to hear me talking. They won't be able to see anything you said. I don't know who they is, but anybody who doesn't need to see or hear. Good afternoon, Charlie. How are we? I hope you're doing well. Gosh, I can't believe it's already January 6th. I'm glad you're doing good. Going by so fast already. But I forgot today was also the day of the Three Kings, or the Epiphany. I need to relook up what Epiphany is, because I know today's the Epiphany, but I don't know. I don't remember the whole religious background of it, and I need to look it up. But yep, I just have just been carrying on the best we can. I just don't like the rain today. I I am Catholic, or I was raised Roman Catholic, and I feel I don't I'm not 100% sure I'm not mixing it up with something. Because a lot of families that I grew up with would keep their Christmas items up until January 6th because there was a religious connotation, and now I can't remember the religious connotation. I'm not 100% sure I'm not mixing up Epiphany with something else. I'm pretty sure this is also known as the Day of the Three Kings, but I'm absolutely going to have to look that up because I don't remember. Oh. Yeah, I have not been a regular church attendee in quite some time. I, of course, practice my own relationship with God and my own examination of the Bible, which I also look at other stuff too, other religious books I've read to try and get an understanding of religion and humanity as the whole. Yep, confession's gonna get me for sure. I'm gonna have to say a lot of rosaries. You know, I have a rosary in my bedroom or my craft room from my grandma, and I was trying to remember I felt so bad. The last time I went to church, I didn't know any of the new versions of the prayers, and I was a fish out of water there. But and I was trying to remember how to pray the rosary, and I'm gonna have to look that up too. I am not a good Catholic right now. We are not prepared. And I've gone to a couple other churches over the years. Oh, that's really cool. I think the one I have for my grandma is her backup one. I think my uncle probably got her actual one, but I'm thinking the one I have, she and I actually made together. So even though it wasn't the pretty fancy one, I'd rather have the one I have. I swear, I'm almost positive she and I made that rosary together. Oh my goodness, my voice is going. That'll be about enough of that. I'm telling you, every time I have to leave the house and go to the doctor's office, the next day I end up with some sort of ailment. But yep, I've attended a lot of different services in different areas of the country. There were a couple churches that scared the bejesus out of me, actually. One of them was in North Carolina. I had gone to a church, and I want to say it was a holiness sect, but I'm not completely positive. In any case, I couldn't wear jewelry. I had to wear a skirt and long sleeves, had to be like almost completely covered, which in summer in North Carolina, that was a lot. And couldn't wear jewelry, couldn't wear any adornments, as they said. And I had to ask what that was because I didn't know. And when we arrived, there were these people just rolling on the floor speaking gibberish. And hello, Connie, good to see you. I hope you had a good holiday season. And but that was terrifying to my little 18-year-old heart who was trying to be open-minded, and because even though I was raised Catholic, I went to a Methodist college, and I was decently comfortable in their church services because they were a little more gleeful and celebratory in nature, and it didn't feel like a somber affair where, you know, if you did one thing wrong, you were damned forever. And I actually went to school with a couple ladies who were going into the ministry in Methodism, and so that was definitely a different experience. But that was just I believe everybody's relationship with their maker is their own, and with their maker, the universe, whatever word you feel fits there or doesn't. Um, I call it God because that's what I believe in, but I would never tell anybody they need to believe the way I do or don't believe the way whatever an individual wants is up to them. Oh, thank you, Connie. It's been a good we've had a good start so far here. I I've been lucky. Not everybody I know a lot of people have had a really hard time, and the next couple of weeks might be rough because the factory my husband works at was closed during the end of December and they're doing layoffs now, and layoffs, furloughs, whatever ugly word they want to throw in there. But so I'm just hoping we're current on everything. It wouldn't be catastrophic, but a couple paychecks either way. Me too. And what gets us is I'm very expensive. I wish I were having fun while I was being expensive, but I'm not. Um, we have, we have decently high copays to begin with, and then bills on top of the copays, then the medicine, and it's a hot mess. So I'm hoping we stay on a pretty even keel because we should be okay money wise for a while. I'm hoping. And if not, this is not the first time in my life I have had to creatively finance things. Oh, my goodness. 12:51. Okay. I believe it is 1:30. I seem to recall 1:30. Oh, goodness. But I'm hoping to, in the next little while, be back to the arts and crafts of it all. But unfortunately, for the time being, I've had to rely on my personality for entertaining. So, hopefully we get back to having something to do. I just. Now, I hope my chat hasn't frozen. It's been in the same spot for a little bit. Guys, I'm going to Oh, nope, we're here. Good. I never know whether to refresh or not because YouTube is just so fickle sometimes. And for the bajillions of dollars I spend on my internet, we surely have spotty service sometimes. I am just jabbering on like a monkey in a tree today, but that's okay. I don't know if I've mentioned this in the last little bit, but today's national day is our National Cuddle Up Day, National Technology Day, National Shortbread Day, and National Bean Day. I watched this video yesterday of this poor gal trying to make shortbread for her husband for Christmas because she's an artist on YouTube and she has her own shop and whatever, and they had just closed down their studios. Hello, Joe. We pay $80. What do they gouge you there? Well, I believe we're paying $100. And I didn't know we were paying $100 because we surely would have been shopping around. Yeah, this is allegedly high speed as well. I'm just like, let's discuss. No. Am I still dating that? I'm married. Yes. So I believe the answer would be yes, I am dating that guy. I guess not. 2043. Eh. Sometimes people say some crazy stuff on here. Like, I don't know. One time I had somebody jump on here and they had it absolutely in their head that I was having a whole affair, and it was just, it was something else because I had lent somebody, and it's the last time I ever will lend anybody on here anything. I had lent someone $20, which I considered a gift because I'm just like, I'm never going to get it back. It doesn't matter. Well, apparently somebody was monitoring his Cash App, found out I sent it, accused me of, you know, god awful things, smoking meth with him while my husband was at work. And I'm just like, I've never even met this person in my life. And yeah, I have seen some pretty terrible things here. Yeah, I, and just some of what people think they can say is ridiculous. Like the other night, somebody had said something. I had my lampshade on the stream, and somebody had said something like, "Can you fix your lampshade? You're triggering me." And I didn't respond how they wanted to. So then they had all their friends come in my stream, and basically, of course, when people see me, they go straight for the fat comments, or the "you're always sitting in your chair when you're on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. Can we have a fridge tour?" You get the idea. Oh, I completely agree. People are not used to getting punched in the face anymore if they say something wrong. I'm from Gen X in that respect. Oh, I've been on the last little bit, but I hadn't been on for a while. But yep, I'm still doing YouTube. It's kind of it's a hobby, but little more than a hobby. Like, I am kind of trying to work to get my watch hours. So I've been trying to go live a little more, but in terms of actual content creation, I've not been great at it lately. I have other real life stuff going on that's just taking precedence over channel maintenance at this time. Yep. Oh, Yeah, and the thing is, you always have the option on here. If something's not tripping your trigger, you just swipe up or you find something else. And you get intros. Nothing really. I mean, if my mods are here, they take care of it. If it's just me here, I usually just let them talk because it's like, thanks for raising up my chat engagement, you know? But yeah, I don't always have mods in here anymore. A lot of my mods have moved on to greener pastures, or most of my mods have their own channels as well. So, you know, they're kind of more focused on building their own brand as they should be. But a lot of people do come in, and I try to mod for as many people as I'm invited to. Oh, I'm sorry if you heard that notification, guys. Oh, wow, Joe, that's a lot. Good afternoon, Arthur. Good to see you this day. Oh, I would love to do a diamond art kit, but my poor little kitty, every time I do something, she has to be right up in my Kool-Aid. And I don't see that ending well for me. If I had a door that locked, or a door that shut all the way that she couldn't crawl under on my craft room, I would try it. But it it looks like fun. My little niece likes to do it. Well, she's not little, she's 14, but she really likes to do those. Dosser, hello, sweetheart. How we doing today? Uh, if you guys like watching people do diamond art, there's a channel called Raya, RIAH Page, PAGE, and does diamond art on her streams. I enjoy watching her sometimes. She hasn't posted in a couple weeks, but sometimes it's just relaxing to watch people do it as well. I I absolutely like the look of the new channel. I think it's great, and honestly, I'm a fangirl, so whatever Baz wants to do, Mary's gonna love. But in all seriousness, I think it looks great. And I think it was smart to put the content where the content was doing well. And so that way, you know, you take time out of every day to work on that particular thing and, perfect it for that. And then I just I think all you guys are doing such a good job with Baz and his channels. I like them very much. Oh, I understand. I I have creativity, but I struggle with it sometimes. Um there's a sweet spot definitely where I'm like, okay, I need to do something more creative. Oh, thank you, Dosser. My problem is I just haven't been able to upload consistent content lately. Real life is kind of taking precedence right now. And while I'm still trying to do live streams and stuff to continue to work on my watch hours, I have the subscribers. I just don't have the watch hours. A lot of people are in that boat, but really it's me holding myself back at the moment because I just haven't been up to the content creation. But in the next little bit, I anticipate things getting a lot better. And hopefully by summer, I'll be able to put more effort into the channel. Because, well, I like to do YouTube. I wouldn't terribly mind getting paid, you know? Yep. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, it's just for me as well right now, like I'm able to do the live streams better than like the long form videos or um shorts. So I probably should be directing more of my energy into shorts, but because that's what YouTube is pushing right now, but I just I'm not going to do something that doesn't feel authentic in the moment. And right now I'm just like no, just no. We're doing good to get up and go to our doctor's appointments right now and to get the procedures done and so while content creation is important and I do have ideas for content creation, it's not an A1 priority right now. But I don't want it to fall all the way off either, so that's why I keep doing lives. But hopefully we can just get it squared away very soon. Ah! How dare you? Sorry about that. I don't know why that clicked off. But hopefully in the next little while things will get back to a more even keel and I can put a little more focus in the channel. But for right now, I'm just focused on being the best dang moderator I can be wherever I happen to roam. And also, guys, my husband's channel at Joe's Junk Wax is starting to take off. He's doing his first live Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is a little early, but if you happen to be awake at a weird time of night, give him a look. I'm probably going to post that on my page as well, that he's going to do his first live. That is exactly what I want to do is I want, even if it's not hiking proper, I want to be able to like drive around, get out of the car, take good pictures of my local area. That's definitely something I want to do over the summer. And I just have not been able to with what we're working with right now. Body wise, I mean. The drive is there, the body is just not cooperating. I need to find a nice group of gentlemen to just carry me around in one of those chairs. A sedan chair, they're called. I had to look it up because I didn't know what it was called. But one of my friends is like, we're gonna have to seat belt you into the sedan chair because otherwise you're gonna be fidgeting with your purse, you're gonna fall and break your head. Then they're not wrong. I do sometimes have a hard time sitting still. But I feel pretty optimistic right now that things are going to get a little better. I absolutely would throw on the long black wig and dress as Cleopatra if I get a sedan chair. 100%. That'd be good content too. They would be like, who does this girl think she is? Oh, where are we at time wise? I got about 15 more minutes. Then I need to head on, but I have definitely had to use alternative methods of getting around lately, and it's not my favorite thing in the world. That would be funny. The toga style dresses I always thought were cool. And besides, if everybody's wearing the toga, nobody stands out from anybody else. Oh, those are so cool. Fans made of peacock feathers. Oh my goodness. We are just having a hard time making our miracle happen today. Me too. Oh goodness, an imagination is a great thing to have. I just don't know why I am so wiped out. I did walk a lot yesterday, and I'm not accustomed to that anymore. But I probably will. I'm thinking I'll do a music stream a little later tonight, or I'll get back on this afternoon or something. Not sure what. Oh, me too. I've been wondering how you were. I go on at random times, though. I've absolutely not been consistent lately at all. I just I jump on whenever I feel like it, then don't if I don't. But I have always been one of those people that when I have something coming up, I get anxious about it, even if it's not something I'm anxious about. I'm just like, ooh, I can't be late. Oh, no reason for you to. Everybody knows that comes in here that they can chat as much or as little as they want. I I sometimes have a lot of people that throw me on in the background while they do other stuff. And so it's no big deal. I don't think you over chat or anything. Usually, a lot of my audience drops in, says hello, might ask me how I am, and then they hang out in the background, which I'm fine with. I do that a lot in streams too, where I'm like, hey, I'm here, listening but not talking. It's hard to do sometimes when I have anything else going on. I can't always concentrate. I'm usually so focused on listening that it doesn't occur to me to type back, especially if I'm watching. If I'm watching a stream, I'm watching a stream. If I'm watching a stream, I'm supposed to be moderating. I watch it a little differently than otherwise. but usually if I'm moderating, I don't talk as much, and I don't know why that is. I can say whatever I like. Yep. Oh, my Lukey. I haven't seen him in a couple days. We might not be talking about the same Luke either, but oh, goodness. I already have a lot of videos I need to catch up on today. I'm behind. I try to watch everybody. Yep, English Luke. Okay, yep. Then we are talking about the same feller. He's a good little dude. It was really neat the one day he was live streaming while he was fixing, it looked like an electrical box. It might have been something different, but I always like to watch people do stuff like that, just to see how everybody's day is different and just to learn new things. But yep, I watch English Luke and I watch the Bald Icon quite a lot. On his, he has several channels. Yep, for sure. I have never been to England, but I would absolutely go if I ever got my passport or anything. You would let him change the views. Baza, hello. How we doing today? You're catching me at my hind end. I got 10 or 15 minutes more to go, but and then I have an appointment over Zoom. Great news. We're getting an MRI on our knee finally on Friday. They moved right along with that. So I went to the orthopedic yesterday. We're getting the MRI on Friday, which in the United States is pretty quick. I had already planned to just get on with my life for the next couple weeks. I'm doing good. Thank you. Little tired today. The appointment yesterday took a lot out of me. A lot of walking, but I'm not bad today. I'm pretty good. Just have a Zoom call to tend to in a little bit. I am very good, very good. I'm very tired, but very good. It is raining like the devil here, so I am stiff as a board. We could do without the rain. I like the snow much better. But I do think I'll do a music stream a little later on today, probably. Or I might jump back on if I get bored. You never know. But yep. So my Zoom call is at 1:30, which is in 12 minutes. I keep getting anxious about it. I'm so silly. I'm just afraid I'm going to miss it and then be late. And it's raining in New York today too, Carrie. Hello. Carrie, I sent you a text message. I'm not sure if it all got through or not. So if you had some gibberish from me and it made no sense, I apologize. But yep, I ay. Where are we at, Mary, Mary? Mary Bear, Mary Bear. Yes, yes, I understand. I am so sorry. I gotta remember to put my notifications back on Do Not Disturb now. It's okay. Nobody minds. I felt like a ninny the other day. I had a trivia question on there and I didn't copy it right. And so whatever I copied made the answer wrong. But I am just hoping for a good few days. I got a lot of tests and traveling to do over the next 2 weeks, and I just want everything to go as smoothly as it possibly can because I just want to get better. I mean, it may not ever be as good as it was, but I at least want to walk because if I can walk, I can figure everything else out. And it's not that I can't walk. I don't mean to say it like that, but I struggle really, really badly right now. And I hope to change that as much as I can. Because I think everything in my life would be significantly better if I could do that. But we will see. At the very least, I don't want anything to get worse. Oh, goodness. Rain, 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 rain. Nothing at all exciting. But I have not kept up on the news lately. I know there was some big doings with uh, the Venezuelan president or whatever. And I know they brought him to my state, of course. I actually live very far away from New York City, though. I know a lot of people hear New York and they think it's just the city, basically. But I live in farm country in New York. I actually live close to Lake Erie, one of the Great Lakes, so close-ish, within a half hour. So I go there quite a lot. It was crazy the other day. There were huge waves where I actually have done a live stream a couple times, and where I stood to do the live stream was all underwater. It was crazy. Yep. I That's what I have a hard time with about the news is you just can never get the truth out of anybody anymore. Like, I want objective, this is the facts, this is what happened, this is how people feel about it. From what I've seen, people seemed pretty happy with it. Now, I know nothing of the backstory leading up to all that. I am not as up on current events as I should be, but honestly, if the people of the country are happy, then I'm fine with it. I just hope we prioritize some things here as well. And in my opinion, the fella's only been in office less than a year. I mean, we're just coming up on the year mark. Let's give him some time to do things. I don't understand that either because it seems very counterintuitive of their current arguments. People in New York City are in the streets protesting over this while wearing their Palestine flags, which I support who you want to support, that's fine, but I just need things to make sense. And this sounds like a bad man who didn't relinquish power when he lost an election and who seems to be sending drugs into our country. So, and honestly, what a lot of people don't understand about Palestine that seem to be in support of it is if they actually lived in Palestine, they would have been killed. Any kind of alternative lifestyle that goes against the norm in Palestine, you get killed, etc. Oh, that makes sense. See, I wasn't as aware of the backstory of everything that happened. I didn't understand exactly how the drugs had related into there. And I'm like, okay. But now I understand it a little better. Thank you for explaining that. He really did say, "Come and get me, you coward." You know, you, you gotta watch what you say and do. They do, from what, even into Mexico, as far as I understand. So, to me, these are not people that are good. But I usually don't get into politics of any kind because on a lot of matters, I don't have enough information to have an intelligent opinion until I go back and research it. And I would rather say, hey, I don't have enough information to make a decision. And some people take that as I'm not making a decision, and that's not it at all. When presented facts, I will certainly give you my opinion on the matter, but you know, I need to have the information first. I'm not just going to shoot from the hip and say this is bad or that's bad if I don't know. And I think that's where a lot of people are accepting a lot of what they're being told at face value and not digging any deeper on it, and they're letting that inform their decisions. And if you're going to make a decision on something, like, you got to be informed about it. I don't know how you can make a good decision without information. I really don't. Oh, goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for being here this afternoon, and I've enjoyed talking to each and every one of you. I will probably be on later this evening, but I really must dash to this call. So take care now, and thank you for dropping by the Bear Den. Bye.